Hey, what's up, Lincoln? What are you doing, buddy? Nathan, what's going on? Yeah, it is Friday, buddy. Thank goodness. And a 3-day weekend to boot, so there's Rivendell. How you guys doing tonight? Well, I don't know what it's like. I'm sure Lincoln's probably going through it, but hey, there's cousin Jeff. What's going on, buddy? But it was hot today, like real hot. I'm not ready for it yet. We went from cold to hot. I think it was 59 for a high on Tuesday. I think 89 was the high today. I don't like that stuff. Wrapping up a job site. All right, buddy. What are you working on, Nathan? Hey, North Jersey, Paul. What's going on, guys? Paul, sorry I couldn't make it Monday, buddy. Been going through. I don't know what was going on last week and this early this week, but man, just tired as can be after work. I don't know. I mean, I was going to sleep. Finally Wednesday, I snapped out of it, but I was going to sleep like 4 in the afternoon, 4:15, as soon as I got home from work, and sleeping all night. Nathan's doing some framing. Can't be that. Is it wood framing? I miss wood framing. Most of the stuff I do now is steel studs and drywall and all this stuff that's no fun. I miss cutting in roofs and building stuff out of wood. Yeah, it's called getting old. It probably is. I went on a fishing trip last weekend, so that might have had something to do with it. We went up to Ohio to Lake Erie with my dad and a couple of his old fishing buddies, and ooh, timber framing. Oh, then it's called a hangover. Yeah, yeah. The we went walleye fishing, and it was a little slow. So not much else to do when you're out on a guided fishing trip. You don't have to worry about anything. So about 9:30, 10 o'clock every morning, both mornings, me and one of my dad's good buddies were cracking open a couple beers. We did catch some walleye, and we caught some. I think we caught close to 20 walleye. I caught a couple hogs. It was those were fun. And then we caught some white perch, which is not as good as yellow perch, yellow lake perch, but it'll still eat. No, no walleye tonight. I've got it in the freezer. We're probably gonna save it and have a fish fry one of these days. Man, we went a couple years ago. We went up for perch to the same place, and it's really not a bad deal. They provide everything. All you have to do is show up, get on the boat, and for walleye we were trolling, so that was kind of neat. That was the first time I've ever done that, and you got 10 lines in the water at once, and they send out these. They're called planer boards, and the planer boards hold a long line, about 40 yards worth of line, and yeah, Paul, you're all invited to the fish fry. And it's kind of neat how you do it. You drop 5 lines off each side of the boat and uh, set them to a certain distance behind the boat, and you tie a rubber band on the line, and it just basically it's a clothespin that has a hook that hooks to the line on it. So you snap the clothespin on the rubber band, and when a fish gets on, you'll see it. It's pretty easy to see. Hey, Indiana Tones. The rod will usually bend over pretty good, and just grab it and whip it off the line and reel the fish in. Not a whole lot to it really, but 27 years. That's a feat, Lincoln. Every year I get older, I get closer. I usually just have a few drinks on Friday evenings, and maybe Saturday have a couple, and I've definitely toned it down a lot over the past 5 or 6 years. When I was in my 20s, it was not every night, but pretty close. 52-inch Northern. That is a day. I'm using a laptop, Paul. Fishing for smallmouth bass. We did catch a couple smallmouth bass, and we kept them. I mean, might as well keep everything when you're not catching what you are out there to catch. So, yeah, Paul. Shoot, man, the way laptops are, my streams run pretty good, and I think this was like a $350 laptop. It's not. It's an HP. It's got the touch screen and all that. They're really not too bad. Yeah, 400 to 500 will get you a real good one. But I I don't use my computer for a whole lot other than uploading videos and streaming here and there, and it seems to work pretty well. I usually don't have any problems, but I've got great internet too, so that helps a lot. Do you have fiber optics out your way, Paul? I get my internet provided through the cable company, and it's about the fastest I've ever had. Upload speed's good. Yeah, your internet provider is a lot of it. If you don't have fiber optic, you should be getting it anytime. Dells are good computers. So what's everyone up to this weekend? I've got to mow again tomorrow. Been having to mow. We've been getting all kinds of rain. Uh, I drove to work in the rain 3 days in a row this week. Oh, what's up, Ozzy? The booze man. I don't know about all that. I just don't hide from my faults. Flower Gold's doing some yard work, fishing, gold prospecting, and pounding some PBRs. You can't beat that, buddy. Yeah, I've got to do some yard work tomorrow morning. I'm hoping to have it all done by noon though, and have the rest of the weekend. The wife is out watering right now, so I've got her to help me. She waters the garden and all of her flowers and all that stuff. So, anybody do any gardening? If so, what do you grow? North Jersey, no need to answer that question. This year we downsized a tremendous amount. We usually had a pretty good sized garden for the last few years. We kind of had like a truck patch, but it's just a lot of work for two people, especially with a youngster running around. So we've kind of got out of that and put the garden back where it used to be. It's only about I don't know, 30 by 60 garden now, and yeah, we've been getting a lot of rain too, Jim. But I live kind of close to a gravel pit and in an old ancient riverbed. The river's still there, but it's just a lot smaller. So we're on. We've got pretty sandy soil. It grows vegetables real well because they love the draining, the drainage. But you got to keep water on it all, especially when it gets up to 89 like it was today with sun. You got to really pour the water on it. But stuff's growing good. I got tomatoes and jalapenos and bell peppers. Our potatoes are doing awesome. They're a foot tall already, and it's been unseasonably cool. Who's your pay dirt? Yeah, I probably should start selling that. But it's been unseasonably cool, so our seeds that we planted, which was the cucumbers and zucchini and uh, green beans, are just now coming up. So one tomato plant definitely counts, Lincoln. Flower gardening? No, 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 no. Yeah, that's my wife's department. She enjoys the flowers, so who's your daddy pay dirt? Yeah, we could probably do that. I know I've got a buddy that does a lot of. He got into prospecting pretty good. I used to work for him actually, and he's got a creek that runs through his backyard, and he went down and got a few shovelfuls of dirt, and it had gold in it. So tell you what, North Jersey, my father-in-law still trims all of his grass with a pair of scissors. Oh, the Guinness went down real good, Amy. It was so hot today at work, I had to stop and get a 22-ounce Guinness on the way home, and that was gone about 20 minutes after I got home. So, yeah, Ozzy, I think I'm going to try to grow some giant pumpkins this year. A guy at work does it usually, and I'm pretty sure I can grow anything better than he does. So, we're going to have a little contest this year. Takes North Jersey 2 hours with a riding mower. What takes you 2 hours? T-minus drunk in 2.2. No, I doubt it. The drive to work. That seems about right for North Jersey. He probably does have to drive a lawnmower to work. Hey, what's up, Rick G? I appreciate you, bud. Go get her done, man. You guys don't know Rick G? He hunts some $50 boxes, and he's all the time finding silver. I wish I banked at the same bank he does, but he's got great prizes too. If you make a donation, you're definitely going to get some silver out of the deal. So check him out if you don't know him. He's an awesome guy. He's just down south of me a couple hours. I have probably like a 6 or 7 second delay, Rick. But OBS is so easy to use. I just watched a couple videos on it, and yeah, I've probably got a 6 or 5, 6 second delay. Maybe it might not be that quite that long. Ooh, 30 to 45 seconds. Yeah, mine's not that long. I don't know if internet speed has anything to do with that or not. I wouldn't think so, but yeah, I've got. Luckily, when I moved into here, I got a zero turn, and if I didn't have that zero turn, I'll tell you what, my yard would take about 5 or 6 hours to mow. It's about close to 3 acres of grass. So, but it takes me about 3 hours. I don't mind though. I'm like Flower Gold. Just make a drink and go to mowing. Oh, what I always do, Rick, is I just always watch OBS. So, um, I don't watch it on YouTube. So I'll just watch my OBS screen, and that's real time. There's no delay on that. And usually people in the chat or people that are watching, they might be a little behind, but it really makes no difference for me because I'm watching it real time. So that's just all you have to get used to usually. I don't know if it's working the same for you, but um, yeah, what I always do is uh, yeah, you can get on there, and if you hit the three little dots up on your chat window on YouTube, it'll give you the option to pop out chat. I always pop chat out into a separate. It'll bring it up on a separate page, and then I shrink it down, and I have it right next to my OBS screen. I shrink my OBS screen a little bit, and then shrink my chat window a little bit, and then I can read everybody's comments and watch OBS at the same time. As a matter of fact, hold on a second and I'll show you. Let's see here. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's kind of weird there, but you can see I've got YouTube open in the background, and over here I have got my chat popped out. See down here it will show restore chat. If you don't want it popped out, you just hit that. But I just slide that over to the right and then pop my OBS screen open, and this is the display capture option, so I just click that off. You guys won't see that craziness. But I just have them side by side, man. Matter of fact, let me do that again. I'll just show you exactly where it's at. So just restore chat. It brings it back. So basically here is YouTube and chat. Chat box is over here. Scroll up, scroll down. If you just come right up here to these three dots, right here, pop out chat, bingo. You get your chat box up, shrink it a little bit, reopen OBS, and you're in business, buddy. Yeah, I'm smarter than the average hillbilly, I guess, Ozzy. Hey, no problem, Rick. I just start clicking buttons and stumble onto stuff most of the time. I figured out a long time ago you can't really wreck a computer unless you do something like North Jersey would do. Ozzy says you must be like a professor in your parts. Not quite a professor, but it was funny the other day at work. I was looking at some instructions. We're putting up some soffit, and it's linear. I can't remember the name of it, but it's something that I'd never done before. I've put up house soffit and stuff, soffit on houses and stuff like that. But this stuff is 12-foot pieces that are only 6 inches wide, and there's like a hidden fastening system. So I had to get on and read all the instructions, all that crap. I had never done it before, and yeah, you'll get it, Rick. But anyways, my boss, he wasn't sure about it either, so he asked the guy I was working with to send him a link to the instructions, and he had no clue, and he's only like 28. So I said, here, I'll text him a link. I texted him a link real quick, and you should have seen the look on the dude's face. He was like, how'd you figure that out? I said, man, I'm a YouTuber. I know all about links and crap like that. Hey, no problem, Rick. Keep doing what you're doing, bud. I love your streams, man. The Uber girl says, I just wrecked a Jeep. Then she said, I didn't actually wreck it, just submerged it and ripped off the fender and wheel well cover, minor details. That's right. You don't need fenders on a Jeep anyways. I saw your video, Amy. That looked like a lot of fun. Hey, Blockhead. Hey, see you later, Rick. If you guys enjoy coin roll hunting, get over and show Rick G some love. He's got some great streams. I was talking with Rivendell and Charlie Reiser yesterday, and got a buddy that just went through training. He's a car salesman, and they sell Jeeps. And he just went to St. Louis for some training on the new Gladiators. Hey, what's up, Trey? The Jeep Gladiators. They're just coming out 2020, and they look pretty awesome. They're like a Jeep truck, basically, but basically looks like a Jeep Rubicon with a truck bed instead. And it'd be nice to have one of those, but they're a little pricey. Oh no, Jim. Jim's mower's stuck in the yard in the mud. Yeah, they're not very practical, Amy. But, you know, like I said, we win the Mega Millions tonight. We'll have a couple. Yeah, they're a little on the pricey side, but I think it's because basically you can only get the Gladiator in the Rubicon package, is what my buddy was explaining. That's why they're all so expensive. So maybe in the next couple years you know, if they bring out, I don't know what a normal one would be, but lift it up on 35s. Yeah, absolutely cheaper than a new Ford or Chevy. To be honest, you really just can't go wrong with a truck. They hold their value too. It's nuts what they want for 8 to 10 year old trucks with 130,000 miles on them. Oh, that's cool, Ozzy. Oh, you're nuts, North Jersey. Fully loaded GMC. Oh, Sierra. No, that's the full size. 4 door for 40 to 43,000. I don't know about that. Girls truck. Huh. That's amazing. Yeah, I've got a 2014 Ford F-150. My first Ford lasted me 13 years, so I figured if I stray away, I probably would be not being very smart. What's Trey asking? I missed it. Oh, proof quarters, SGS slabs. Never heard of SGS. Silver proof quarters for a little above spot. I don't know. What years are they? There you go, Jim. Good luck, man. I hope to do some detecting this weekend too. Yeah, honestly, when it comes to trucks, I don't mind. I mean, I like buying American trucks, but to be honest, some of the foreign trucks are more American than some of the American trucks. So I don't know what to do nowadays. There you go. There's some good advice. Look and see if there's any good varieties in the quarters. Kind of try to cherry pick one, maybe. And like Amy said, break it out of the slab. There you go, Trey. You better save a lot. Oh, North Jersey, listen to you. Trying to talk the kid out of buying a perfectly good Ford. No, mine's a 4-door. I love it. I've had it for 2 years now. The only thing I will say is the Ford's back seats have just a ton of room if you get the 4-door. Lincoln's not too far off, probably. The Fords are roomy in the back seat. Paul says Storm 3.6 changes name to Storm's Coins and Relics. In case no one knew, and has one video so far. Awesome. And that's your son, right, Paul? Do you only have one son, Paul? Yes and yes. Okay. My dog's been outside. He comes in and lays directly over the air conditioning vent. He gets hot. You hot, bud? Huh? Come here. Okay. Oh, he got long hair, so he gets warm real easy. Say hi to him. Say hi. Say hi. Whoa. Hi. All right. All right. That's enough. Get down. Good boy. AWR Jr. is my daughter. Yeah, he's not much of a puppy anymore. He's got to be 60, 70 pounds, I would think. He's full grown now. He runs like a greyhound. Faster than greased lightning. Aren't you? Yeah. Ozzy's got the heat on. Ugh. Not here, bud. It's 89 feels like 94. So it's warm. I don't know if you guys ever been in the Midwest after you had a lot of rain. It tends to get a little steamy. Not fun. NJD's dog waddled. Is he an old one? Or just a big one? Calm down, bud. He was fat. What was he, a lab? Labs get fat when they get older. He was 10 years old and fat. Yeah, the air is thick, isn't it, Blockhead? Blockhead's probably been getting a lot of rain like we have. Just as soon as the heat turns on after the rain comes through, it's just miserable. Good for the farmers, though. Oh, you had a pit bull. We got a pit bull that runs around the neighborhood out here. I don't know if somebody dropped him off or what. He's a nice dog, though. That was a gnat. That's the thing. The other thing that's bad about the Midwest, rain and heat, rain and heat, and then all the gnats and the mosquitoes come out. It's ridiculous. Saw next week is supposed to maybe go back down to the 70s though, so that won't be too bad. More typical weather for this time of year. Yeah, 95 is no good. That's terrible. I don't know how you guys do it down south there. Is that a dry heat, Lincoln, or is it like up here nice and humid? I would imagine it's humid down where you're at. The folks out west just don't understand. It gets hot out there, but it's not hot and humid. Yeah, that's what I figured. Cut the air with a knife. It gets hard to breathe. It's terrible. Yeah, tornadoes have been everywhere. There's been a ton of them. We actually have one not too far from us. I don't think it hit anything, thank goodness. Kind of landed in the middle of nowhere, but it was, I don't know, between 10 and 20 miles with all the rumors I heard. But I live in a valley, the old river valley, so I don't really worry about tornadoes hitting our house as much. Uh, but up on the hill, they definitely had one a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. I don't even think it was that long ago, week and a half maybe. But Midwest has had a ton of tornadoes lately. Northeast Georgia for Paul. Yeah, exactly, Blockhead. Over 100 out west usually feels a little bit. I mean, if you can get to shade, you're doing good. If it hits 90 and humid here in the Midwest, you go to the shade, it doesn't make a difference. You're still sweating. Sweat just think about going outside. I have a theory about the humidity. I feel like there's so much farmland and woods in the Midwest that those plants suck up all the water, and as soon as the heat comes out, I mean, I feel like that's what creates a lot of the humidity, but that's just a theory, and I'm just a hillbilly, so that's probably wrong. Ozzy says he loves heat. Ugh. Yeah, I'm ready for fall already. There he is. Got him. So Rivendell and we're going to do some coin roll hunting some point this weekend. I think we're shooting for Sunday, maybe. Uh, we've got some pennies and we've got some nickels. So we're gonna do a Google Hangout and uh, do some coin roll hunting and see what we can find. We were thinking about doing maybe like a point system, but I think we're gonna scrap that and just see what's in the rolls. Hey, what's up, Lemon? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll schedule a poker tournament. It's been a few weeks, so I'm not doing anything tonight, so as soon as I get off here, I will definitely schedule some poker for us if you want to play. What time? What, Ozzy? The poker? Probably 8:30, which would be you're on the East Coast, right? That'd be 8:30 your time. Be like 6:30 Lemonhead's time, and Ozzy, you're not. Are you in? I don't think you're in the group if you're wanting to play. Oh, the coin roll hunting. I don't know. We were talking about maybe like 4 o'clock on Sunday. It'll probably be on Rivendell's channel because he's a lot better at the Google Hangout than I am. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with that stuff, so I guess I need to get in there and start clicking some buttons and figure it out. But yeah, I think we're shooting for like 4, right? Rivendell, 4 o'clock on Sunday. It might be subject to change, but we'll probably do it Sunday afternoon / evening at some point. I think Rivendell's got a family cookout, and I don't know what I've got. I don't think I have anything going on Sunday, so the wife works, and I'll be with my daughter till about 2 or 3. So I tried to get on your. I was trying to stay up for for your auction last night, Lemon. But man, I crashed out. It's been warm the last couple of days, and about 8:30, I'm 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 in over my head. I'm done. Am I invited? Of course, Lincoln, you're always invited. I guess I shouldn't be speaking for Rivendell, but yeah, I've been doing some. I don't know if you've ever done it, Lemon. It's let me see if I can remember it. Linear, uh, linear soffit. It's like a grid system, and it's a hidden fastener. It's got 6-inch wide by 12-foot long pieces of soffit. It's underneath of a bank drive-through. Yeah, I've never done it, so there's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's not too bad. But just been wearing out my brain, so we got to cut 14 access holes in it so they can get to all their stuff up there, signs and all that crap. And you have to build. Yeah, it's basically a suspended lid. It's it's some different stuff, but T-bar like suspended ceiling? No, not really. It's a little different. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's it's different, but what gauge is it? Oh heck, I don't know. It's real light gauge. It's just the panels are aluminum. It's like 6 inches wide by 12-foot long panels, and they snap into the track. So it's different than what anything I've ever done. And the worst part about it is you've got to build. We thought they were sending access panels, 2x2 access panels, but no, you've actually got to build them. So oh yeah, 10 snips, and I've actually went and got an 82 blade for the miter saw, and it's cutting the aluminum soffit pretty well. So that makes it a little bit quicker. And But the access panels are just a pain. They send a kit that's got all your hardware to build the access panels, and they send these instructions that are on like a cocktail napkin sized piece of paper, and they're not good instructions at all. so, so I've been while the guy's been putting up the soffit and the track, or in the basically the track, I've been trying to figure out the access panel doors and the hinge, and yeah, they do. They come up with new crap all the time, and just a way for them to charge a arm and a leg for something that really probably shouldn't cost all that much. But they just always change crap, and you got to read the instructions and go through all the new stuff. It's a pain in the butt. But the access panels though are all T&M, so can't go wrong with that. And we're doing pretty good on just running the soffit. That's pretty easy. Always something different though when you're a carpenter. Before that, I was building a wood frame pole barn at a animal testing facility. Man, 50 by 100. It's not really a pole barn. It's on a slab, but all the walls were wood frame walls, and then we just set trusses, and it outside gets skinned with metal, and that's pretty easy stuff. But waiting on a couple of big jobs to start. They keep getting pushed back for money reasons and all that. Hey, what's going on, Mike? You going live at 8? MMA Lyman? Yeah, steel studs do go fast. It's especially when you're just doing like interior framing, 20 gauge steel studs. That's some quick stuff. But yeah, my favorite is I love stick framing. I really like doing residential houses. I loved it. That's what I did for 15 years. It's what I'm good at, and I've adapted pretty well to the steel stud framing. It's not too much different, other than different material and different tools. But I love cutting roofs in and all that stuff. I don't like trusses. Anybody can do trusses. It takes a real carpenter to cut in rafters and hip roofs and all that jazz. Fun stuff. That's right. Plumb level square. You can't go wrong. So I'm taking it Mike is going to be live at 8. So in 10 minutes. Bacon is bacon. Bacon is bacon. Breakfast of champions. You know what? It's hilarious that you say that, Lemon. Uh, there was a company that paid T&M, two guys I work with. One was an apprentice, one was a carpenter. They gave them a set of blueprints and they put them in a warehouse. And they actually they mocked up an entire hospital floor out of cardboard. They had to tape it all together. Um, Everything was to scale. Well, not to scale. I mean, it was in the size of the actual of the actual hospital floor, and they needed to see if they would be able to wheel in the, what do you call them, the dollies? I don't know. I don't know what they're called. Whatever they run people around on in the hospital. Um, but yeah, they actually built it all out of cardboard and paid them to do it, and then paid them to tear it down. Yep, exactly. Mock trial to see if things jive. I had never ever in my life heard of that, and they paid them for. I think it took them 3 weeks, 2 weeks maybe, to do it all, and paid for their hotel rooms, gave them um, gave them money each day for food and all that jazz, and then paid them time and material. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, stretcher, exactly. See, gurneys. Yeah, they had it was quite something. It was neat, but it was about 2 hours away, so they put them up in a hotel room and all that jazz. Yeah, we've done some work at a couple hospitals. Actually, we're getting ready to do a job in June at some point. Well, it's supposed to start in June. It probably not going to start till late July now. But yeah, per diem. There you go. But it's right up the road from my house. It's only about 4 minutes from my house, so I can't wait to start that job. My boss reassured me that I won't be working there. At least they've got a sense of humor. He said he was going to put me at the opposite end of the county. We'll see. Hey, let's see here. Most of you guys know him. We're going to go check him out anyways. Whoa. Remind me tomorrow. Um, this guy right here. Bill J, version 2. He's got a great stream. He's getting close to 1,000. So if you guys aren't subscribed to him, it'd be awesome if you could give him a sub. I'll even put the link in chat. But Bill J's a great dude. He does a box of $50 almost every day. Let's see what I'm doing here. And he's got a free giveaway every day. He gets a lot of donations from people, and I'm gonna pop his link into chat. If you guys could hook him up, he's getting real close to 1,000, as well as the Youper girl who was here earlier. She's getting real close to 1,000. Get these people over 1,000. They deserve it. They've been on doing the YouTube thing for a while, and great channels. Yeah, the level 5 finish. Man, I'll tell you what, we did Aldi's. We did 2 Aldi's last year, and they were level 5 finish. I don't understand that. It's just a grocery store. But our finishers got some good time in there. But yeah, guys, there's Bill J, and I'm kind of running out of time, but I ended up winning his giveaway one of his giveaways last week, and got some great stuff. We'll save that for next week probably, but But he's usually on anywhere from 2 to 4 in the afternoon almost every day. So keep an eye out for him. Great dude. Always a trivia question straight out of the Red Book for the giveaway. And pop over and show him some love if you can. But anyways, I'm gonna get going off here because I need to schedule a poker tournament for this evening, and I haven't played for a while, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll see if we can get some takers. I'll send out an email real quick, let everybody know it's in the group. And I still need to. This month's not gonna be too bad, so I'm gonna try to get an email going and try to get the monthly poker game going. So maybe we could have some better prizes. But I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out with me on a Friday, having a cocktail. All right, Lemon. Yeah, I'll see you at Mike's, Ozzy. You guys need to go over if you're not going to. I don't know, but you should go over and show Mike Lyman some love. He's a great guy. Always doing good stuff. M.A. Lyman 24, and he'll be on right here in a few minutes. So there he is right there. The man, the myth, the legend. But get over and show him some love on his live stream. They're always a good time. So I'll catch you at the poker tournament, Lemon, and anybody else that's playing. Thanks for coming by, guys. Had a lot of fun. An hour goes by way too fast. Enjoy the weekend. Later, all.